part of the method to the Southern California Madness is spelled Mexican fans. And he seems to be getting over in that regard.
Yeah, because he gets over with fight fans, period. He is all the hardcore fight fans' favorite fighter. And as casual fight fans continually are exposed to him, he becomes their favorite fighter because so far in his career, he is guaranteed entertainment.
His trainer says, Roy Jones, too good for his own good. How does that come to an end?
Well, it comes to an end by a guy like Willi Monro making it look difficult or making a tough fight against you, and the other guys start to get confidence from that and start to believe that, hey, maybe there is a way that he can be beat.
We shall see. And now Головкин will tour the outer reaches of the arena, building a bigger bond with the Southern California crowd. His wife and son now living with him in nearby Santa Monica, all the way from a coal mining town in Kazakhstan to life among the beautiful people.
You know what happens when you fight 4 times a year and you keep knocking people out and you're accessible with the fans? The crowds get bigger and bigger, and that's exactly what's happening. Drawing over 10,000, it looks like, maybe 12,000 here, without a big name opponent in with him.
Crowd has poured in within the last half hour. There are very few empty seats, maybe in the upper reaches of the arena, but it looks as though once again, Gennady Головкин has packed the house in Southern California. They are here to see if he can get number 20. The list of recent knockout victims on the screen. Let's go to ring announcer Michael Buffer for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the fabulous Forum of Englewood in Los Angeles, California, USA, this is the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the middleweight championship of the world. Brought to you by K2 Promotions and Triple G Promotions in association with Art Palulo's Banner Promotions. Sponsored by Tecate con Carácter, Expo 2017, and Hortitza Vodka. Sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission Chairman John Carvelli, Executive Officer Andy Foster, and the World Boxing Association President Gilberto Mendoza, the International Boxing Organization President Ed Levine, and for its interim title, the World Boxing Council President Mauricio Suleiman. At ringside, the 3 judges scoring this contest will be Adelaide Bird, Pat Russell, and Steve Weisfeld. And inside the ring, in charge of the action at the bell, World Championship veteran referee Jack Reese. And now, the officials are ready. The fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, with trainer Tony Morgan, wearing black, official weight 160 pounds. His professional record, an outstanding one. 20 fights, 19 victories, including 6 wins by knockout, only 1 defeat. From Rochester, New York, USA, the challenger, the super slick southpaw, NABO, NABA middleweight champion, Willie El Mongo Monro Jr.
Let's go. Let's go.
And fighting out of the red corner with his trainer, Abel Sanchez, wearing white with purple and gold, officially weighing in at 159 pounds. This Olympic silver medalist now has a perfect professional record consisting of 32 fights, 32 victories, including 29 wins by knockout, the highest KO percentage in the history of middleweight champions. A native of Kazakhstan, fighting out of California, USA, the reigning, defending, undefeated middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Triple G Головкин.
This is going to be a while. Everybody out. Everybody out, except you two. Let's go. Willie. All right, this is good right in here. I'm gonna let him work a little bit, Abel. So look just right at the nipple line. I gave you instruction in the dressing room. I just want to remind you to listen and obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Fight hard, fight clean. Mouthpiece, mouthpiece. Good luck to both of you.
When there's a boxing destroyer on the scene, for my money, that's the best bang for your entertainment buck, period. In sports, anywhere, period. That's Gennady Головкин. His job tonight, not just win, but look good against a fighter in Willie Monro Jr., who it's very difficult to look good against.
Ready?
Головkin winks at referee Jack Reese. Same referee who produced the stoppage when Marco Antonio Rubio went down early in the second round in Carson last fall. Since then, Головkin went to Monte Carlo and went into the 11th round against Martin Murray, longest tour of duty in the knockout streak. Murray was sturdy. Головkin ultimately busted him up with body shots and right hands and left hooks upstairs. Now he has a harder target to find.
Triple G said yesterday that this may be a couple rounds of him feeling Monro out before he unleashes the heavy artillery.
Well, he's feeling Monroe's jab early. Monroe's landed a couple of long right jabs and slipped in a left hand across the top.
Yeah, he won't feel Monroe out as long as he thinks or thought he was going to feel him out, because Monroe will get too comfortable if Triple G doesn't hit him with something pretty hard early.
Monroe in a rhythm at the beginning. Now Головkin begins to open up and fire some heavy shots. And there's a hard right hand by Головkin.
Let him out, Willie.
I think it fell a little short. But don't think that Monroe is no stranger to hard punches. Anybody who's faced Darnell Boone knows what it is to be hit with a brick.
That's his only loss, Willie Monro Jr., and basically every top fighter who's come up through the ranks and fought Darnell Boone has either lost or nearly lost to him.
Головkin landed a short right hand inside. Momentarily traps Willie Monroe against the ropes. Monroe slips away and lands a straight left hand. Головkin seeming a little bit right-hand centric now against the southpaw. That makes sense. Use the straight right hand down the middle. It's a primary weapon against southpaw fighters for most conventional fighters. Good body shot by Monroe.
Yeah, both guys have landed some pretty good punches.
Головkin just missing to the side of Monroe's chin with that right hand shot. Now he has him in a corner.
Головkin flashing some good defense so far in this first round, Roy. Avoiding those shots without wasting much energy, turning his shoulder.
Good defense and great offense, Max. He's using the great punches and using his head movement to avoid being hit by the big shots.
I see so far Головkin outboxing Monro. Just because he's the guy coming forward, landing the heavy artillery, doesn't mean he's not also the better boxer so far. I think he is.
And by CompuBox count, has landed twice as many punches as Monroe in round number one.
Stop. Nobody punch. Step away from each other.
Seated ringside, Sergey Kovalev announced earlier today his upcoming title defense against Najib Mohammadi, July 25. There's the jack-o'-lantern grin, which has become a part of the Kovalev trademark, the Kovalev brand, here in the United States. Kovalev lives here in Los Angeles now, too, just as does Gennady Головкин.
When he dips down like this, I want to see him here. Deep breath. So hit him on the side.
Start touching his ass a little bit. Shoot that body. Touch his body a little bit, all right? Don't look no, listen.
CompuBox numbers in round one. Головкin 19 out of 52. He landed 15 power shots by CompuBox count. None of them were of the A-plus variety. Monro was 10 of 39. Got started early, pumping his jab and landing a couple of left hands, but the last 2 minutes of the round were mostly Головкin offense.
Like Chocolatito on the undercard, who scored a sensational second-round knockout against Sosa. Головkin is a precision knockout artist. He's not only heavy-handed, he's skillful and precise.
Crowd oohs and ahs at the body shot to the belt line by Головkin. Left hook.
Beautiful left hook by Головkin.
Willie Monro said in the meeting with us yesterday, well, Головkin will have trouble cutting off the ring on me. Cutting off the ring is one of Gennady's great skills. And already early on here, he has shown that he can, in fact, trap Monro in corners from time to time.
The biggest problem Monro has is he hasn't hit Головkin with anything, like Max said earlier, to slow Головkin down, make him respect the punching power. You have to be able to hit him, or he can just have free-range target practice. And when he can have free-range target practice, that's what happens.
Down goes Monro. He trapped him in the corner, fired one shot to the cheekbone, and down went Willie Monro.
Are you okay?
Trying to get his legs back.
His legs are not back. But like I said,
Jack Reese is giving him a little extra time here.
yes, but you can't let Головkin have free-range target practice at you, because he's going to catch you sooner or later.
Oh, Головkin had a wide-open shot with a left hook and missed it. He could have brought a finish to this if he had landed that punch. Once again, traps Monro in the corner.
And Monroe's still weary on his feet, and Головkin won't give him room to think. Constantly keeping the pressure
Down
on.
goes Monro for the second time. We've got a minute still to go in round number two. Головkin trying to match Chocolatito with a second-round knockout of his own.
Hey, can you continue?
Crowd is getting its
Give me
money's
your
worth.
gloves.
Of course they are, Jim.
They came to see the knockout artists, and they're seeing them. Головkin's got 46 seconds left in the round. Oh, good shot
The
by
best
Monro.
shot that Monroe's landed this fight is that left
And
uppercut.
another one. Lands a second left uppercut. And Gennady shakes it off and comes back. Right hand, left hook to the body. One more shot upstairs, there it is.
Overhand right, hurt him really bad. But Gennady's being very careful, because he knows that Monro is trying to catch him as well. So Gennady's being very smart here.
Monro showing big heart, not just fighting to survive, not just tying him up, throwing punches back.
Stop, Willie. Yeah, bring those up.
10 seconds to go in the round. Willie Monro gets a momentary edge there as Jack Reese warned on the low blows. And Головkin with one more rally. Can't get him out of there before the end of round two, but he knocked him down twice in the second round.
Relax. Listen. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Listen to me. Breathe. Breathe for me. Breathe for me. All right, relax. Relax.
Hey,
Relax.
how you doing, brother?
Good.
You good?
Gotta move, baby. Don't stand up on the ropes. Stay your ass off the ropes. You understand?
Easy Головkin stalking and followed his jab with a beautiful left hook to the head. You saw that coming because he was allowing Головkin to stalk without any pressure or without any worry of being punched back. Anytime Головkin can stalk like this, he's bound to catch you with something big soon. Beautiful left hook, right on the button, sent Monro down.
In knocking Monro down twice, Головkin landed 24 out of 51 punches by CompuBox count in the second round, 22 of the 24 were power shots. The left hook appeared to do the most damage, Roy.
Yes, the left hook did do the most damage, and it's mainly because when Monroe throws his left hand or his right hook, he kind of stays high, Jim. And you saw it in the first round. I didn't mention it, but I saw it in the first round that the left hook could be a problem because after he throws his left hook, his head stays up, and Triple G could counter the left hook,
Well, it's
his
the
right
worst
hook.
combination possible because his head stays up and his
Like
hands
that.
go down.
Yeah, he counters the right hook from Monroe with his own left hook.
I really didn't see Monroe land much of anything until Triple G hurt him. And now Triple G's more open because he's looking for the kill. And Monroe has some counter-punching opportunities finally. But when they were just boxing before Monroe was hurt, I don't think it's that Monroe was hitting him with anything hard. He wasn't hitting him much, period. Triple G's defense has looked really good tonight.
His defense is really good, but Monroe has to start putting some power on punches to get respect, or he won't be in this fight long. There you go.
Yeah. As I said,
A couple of good body shots by Monroe. Golovkin has been looking to the body this round, now throws two upstairs.
that's a nice body shot by Monroe there. That's hook to the body.
That's what he has to do, Max. There's no sense in trying to pity-pat with a banger when you already see that the banger can put you down. You have to make him respect you, or he'll continue to walk through your punches until he gets the knockout.
Monroe getting his best offense in since Triple G hurt him.
Because he's not moving around away from Triple G anymore. He's just saying, if you're going to hit me, I'm going to hit you back at least. And you got to watch that left hook from Triple G, because Triple G trying to set it up again.
Головкин obviously believes Monroe can't hurt him, and he may be right about that. We know Головкin can obviously hurt Monroe.
Головкин can take a shot, as he showed against Murray, as he showed knocking out Daniel Gill while getting hit in the mouth with the right hand. Took a couple of punches from Rubio and Curtis Stevens. Monroe is not as big a puncher as those guys.
No, but these are not pity pats he's been throwing this round so far, Monroe.
Well,
And ripping to the body as well as he can. And Golovkin comes back with a couple of body shots of his own.
and I think that was a good body shot by Golovkin just now.
Straight right hand landed for Gennady. Another straight right hand lands for Gennady. Leaping in to try to get in a left hook.
And Monroe actually would do better if he just sit down and fight and quit moving, because when he comes up high to move, it's when he gives Gennady a chance to hit him with a big shot. When he stays low, he seems to be more defended.
But movement is his game.
I understand that, but if movement is not working for you, stop moving and fight.
Stop punching.
Monroe makes it out of round 3. Lots of June boxing to look forward to. June 6th, Miguel Cotto defends his 160-pound title belt for the first time against former titleist Daniel Gill. Not just the belt, the lineal championship. 1 week later, Nicholas Walters risks his 126-pound title against Miguel Mariaga. Also that night, Uber prospect Felix Verdejo, the man many expect to be the next superstar fighter out of Puerto Rico, faces off with Ivan Najera. And on June 27th, former 140 and 147-pound titleist Tim Bradley takes on undefeated up-and-comer Jesse Vargas, trained by Roy Jones on World Championship Boxing. Eddie Murphy is ringside. But there are no jokes in the ring. Golovkin in the third round, 24 out of 56. Monroe, 14 out of 56. And 21 of Golovkin's 24 landed punches were power shots. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim, I got a 3-0, 30-25, Gennady Головkин. You got to give him a 10-7 round for the 2 knockdowns in round number 2, Jim. So, that gives him a real big lead on the scorecards. If he isn't made, Gennady Головkin just out-banging Willie Monroe. Willie would be smart, just like Roy said, to stay off the ropes and use this ring. The ring is huge. It's a very big ring. Willie's got a lot of room to move if he'd stay off those ropes and stop circling along the ropes where Gennady catches him constantly. 3-0, Golovkin.
Well, the point is that Golovkin makes a big ring small by cutting it off. And that's the reason that Monroe has been on the ropes and in the corner. Although, Roy, as you said, now that he's bunkered down and started to fight in the middle of the ring, he's had more success.
Well, he hit Gennady with a really good right hook to the body early, but he didn't follow it up. If he'd have followed it up, it would have been a very impressive thing to see. And when he stands here and fights, at least he does punch back. When he runs away, he only gets hit. He's not landing anything running, so he should go ahead and just take it right here and either win it or lose it right here in the center of the ring. Quit running and giving Gennady the edge or giving him that room to work with. Make it tough for him.
So minor upset already that Monroe's here firing back in the 4th round after the way he looked in that 2nd round.
Yes, it is, but it's because he's fighting more now. But he got to throw power punches when he throws, because when you throw those little punches, as we saw against Daniel Gill, Gennady will walk through those little punches.
Those are big shots Monroe's hitting Головкин with.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. He got to do that. And Gennady just looked at him and told him, come on. And sometimes that can be a confidence taker. When you hit a guy with all you got and he tells you to come on anyway.
I don't care how good your chin is. You got to feel those shots Monroe just laid on Головкин.
Oh, he felt them, but Monroe has to throw more and not listen to what Gennady says. He just has to keep doing the same thing.
This is quite an effort Willie Monroe is putting forth here in round number 4.
Unreal.
Yeah, the mongoose has a heart, Jim, and you knew that coming into the fight. If you let him get in the fight, he's going to make it very interesting. He's got to make sure he doesn't get caught with any of those big punches.
He may not make it through the rest of the fight, but he certainly earned Головкin respect.
He is flying Gennady's head in this round. He's hit Gennady Головкin with 7 or 8 clean headshots with real stuff on him.
Well, he's only got 6 knockouts among his 19 wins.
But he told us
we shouldn't be terribly shocked that Головкin is able to take his punch.
Yeah, but he told us just in the fighter meeting that he's a better puncher than we think he is. He just hasn't had a chance to really prove it.
Round 4 was a Herculean effort for Willie Monroe.
A shot that I want to see, but you got to be a little busier. You can't let him work like that, all right? Let's not show how tough we are here. Let's start working. Now, I want to see the shot this way. You notice you hit him with that right hand right there. You can't go over the top with it. It's got to be this way. Pick him up. Let me have a little water. And on the inside, a little short punch. Set up the one you want. Okay? You okay? Okay. Deep breath. Deep breath. Okay. No.
He see Willie Monroe throwing punches through a jab and followed with a beautiful straight left hand. Probably one of the hardest shots we've seen Головкin get hit with. And Головkin just looked at him and said, yes, good punch, come on. But that was a really good straight left hand.
CompuBox numbers were very even in that round. Головkin was 30 of 63, Monroe 33 of 80. So Головkin allowed Monroe to get off 80 punches in the round and land 33 of them. That was something new. And Harold Letterman gave that round to Willie Monroe.
I agree with Harold. I mean,
uppercut lands for Головkin. Seemed to hurt Willie Monroe.
Maybe academic, but
hook high on the top of the head hurt him really bad, Jim. And that's because he's not punching. When he's punching, he does better. But when he tries to defend and allows Головkin to hunt, he gets caught every time. You can't let Головkin just stalk you and hunt you like this.
Look at the hard left hand by Monroe.
I mean, Monroe is hitting Головkin with shots where Golovkin's head is snapping and the sweat is flying.
And Головkin is in a fight, don't get it twisted, but you can't let him just come at you free range or free will. You have to make him avoid you or avoid your power punches before he can punch back.
Головkin lands a left hook, 2 straight right hands.
Well, Monroe may be learning something about himself in this fight, that he's a better fighter when he stays in the pocket and lets his talent and skill take over, rather than just trying to minimize contact and get away.
And Головkin once again motioning to him like, come on, keep firing.
And those were
Hit me, I want a chance to counter back.
And there was 3 good punches by Monroe that he didn't counter back. There was another one.
Good 1-2 combination from Monroe.
It's up to like 24 real hard headshots Головkin has taken in the last couple rounds.
And Monroe has abandoned the body attack, but he should attack the body some too, because Головkin is just as tired as he is.
Abel Sanchez wants more activity from Головkin, figuring it'll decrease Monroe's activity.
But Головkin appears to be visibly slowing down in the 5th round. Now he gets in 2 body shots.
They've both done some good body work at points in this fight.
And now Monroe's in a corner against the ropes. This is where Головкин has done damage before. Hard shot by Monroe.
You see, Jim,
Monroe fighting off the ropes now.
Yeah, but those pity-pat punches will get him caught with a big shot if he's not careful. And you don't want to swap a pity-pat shot for or 2 pity-pats for 1 big shot. He's making Gennady work, though. Don't get it twisted.
Quick left hook for Головкин. That's a shot that often does damage for him. Hard right hand.
You see, Monroe has to deliver the same thing to Головкin. You can't allow Головkin just to keep punching you like that.
Головkin went a little head hunting in that second round when he was trying to take Monroe out, and instead of really working the body, and it may have preserved Monroe's legs for this point in the fight.
In the last minute or so, Головкin seems to have remembered that he can defend himself, that it's legal to defend himself, and he slipped a couple of punches there. This Tuesday night, it's the premiere of the May edition of Real Sports. Among the stories, a profile of women's MMA superstar Ronda Rousey. Certainly, Real Sports is bound to have lasted longer with Ronda Rousey than any of her opponents do.
Do not. Let's breathe. Breathe. Deep breaths.
Talk to me, Will. You doing good, brother? Yeah. Okay.
What you doing, man? Deep breath. You just gotta keep working. You gotta keep touching him, keep touching him. He's gonna give you the one you want, but if you stop, then he's gonna recover. All right? Deep breath. Now you haven't been using the jab. I want to see a little better jab, even if at the shoulders.
Keep close, moving your head, hands up, and dig his fucking ass. Dig his ass.
Our punches through 5. Головкin 107 out of 226, 47%. Monroe about half as many, 56 out of 169. Головкin took over the punch count leadership in the last round again.
Hurt him with a right uppercut. Right uppercut hurt him really bad, Jim.
He's wobbled Monroe again.
Yeah, right
He's got him against the ropes.
Oh, right uppercut hurt him really bad, and the hook just hurt him even worse. He's out of here.
Third knockdown. There were 2 knockdowns in the second round, and now he knocks him down for the third time here in the 6th.
7, 8, 9, 10. You just beat it. You just beat it. You got to move faster.
You want to continue? His legs are gone.
You want to continue?
His legs are gone. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Willie Monroe says to Jack Reese, I don't want to continue.
He said, I'm done. And he was.
6th round technical knockout for Gennady Головkin. Maybe he showed a moment of vulnerability or two. Maybe he tantalized future opponents. But at the end of the day, it's knockout number 20 in a row. And I guess, Roy Jones, you're going to tell me that was a wise decision by Willie Monroe.
Well, that was a very wise decision by Willie Monroe. As a fighter, you don't want to see a fighter have to make that decision. You'd rather the ref or his corner have to make that decision for him. But at that point, his legs were so finished, and he realized that he was done. So I thought it was wise on his part to tell the ref that I'm done.
Better part of valor, rather than to take another thunderous Головkin shot.
Yeah, right here you see Головkin coming in hunting through a right uppercut, followed by a left uppercut to the neck, an overhand right to the top of the head. That hurt him really bad. Missed him with a left hook. Came back with another overhand right that hurt a little bit after taking a jab. And this is what I meant by when I said you don't want to take give a pity pat to take a big punch. So he took he gave a jab to take a big shot. Then that left uppercut hurt him really bad right there. Followed by that left hook right there, right behind the ear. That really was the finishing punch to me. That was Головkin's signature punch. Then Triple G, knowing he had his opponent done, threw an overhand right followed by a left hook. Now he smells blood. He's on the attack, and he will not let up because he's relentless once he starts that attack.
Knockout number 20 in a row for Gennady Головkin. And here it is in real speed. Another look at the rally that produced the knockout.
Yeah, that left uppercut did it all, Jim. That's what started all the drama. That big left uppercut hurt him really bad. Then it hurt him again with the overhand right. And that left hook on the ear right there did it. That really finished matters. And now it was just a matter of time.
And if you've ever heard the phrase heavy hands, Heavy hands means that the punch doesn't have to look spectacular to hurt you. Gennady Головкин is a classic case of heavy hands.
Yes, he is.
Let's go to Michael Buffer for the particulars on the TKO.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Fabulous Forum, the end comes at 45 seconds in round number 6 as referee Jack Reese has to call a halt to the contest. The winner by TKO victory and still undefeated and still the middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Triple G